Until next time, see you. I have been your host. Oh, this is bad.
I kinda like you. I kinda like you.
Today, we are going to get into Adobe Premiere, the basics of Adobe Premiere. What is it? Let's get started. So let's say you have installed Adobe Premiere, and then here it is. It's here, it's PL, all right? If I go to my Windows button, I can find it here. Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro 2019, okay? All right, guys, so this is Adobe Premiere. Don't worry about this this first page. So if you can see here, we use Words Glory Official Wedding Export. These are the projects that I'm working on. So I shot a wedding video, and then these are the projects. So when you get started with it, and then you'll be editing, and then the next time you'll be finding that you have all this stuff. Okay, this is a wedding that I'm still editing. I haven't finished it, but if I open it, we can get straight to the Adobe. We can get straight to start editing it. All right. So, but I don't want to continue with it because I saved it and then just have to continue editing with it. Okay. So, what you do? Maybe you might find it different when you open it, but basically you start a new project. All right. So I have here new project. All right. So I'll just click new project. It's gonna bring me this window. So here you can give a name of a project. I'll give it video editing tutorial. Okay. Location is where you're going to save your projects. All right. So I just go to browse. Okay. So browse, and then I can just I'll click desktop. This is on my desktop, and then I'll create a new folder, and then I'll give it a name. I'll give it tutorials. Okay, tutorials. Come on, P. So I'll open it. So this is it. Okay, so this is my folder of tutorials. All right. So I can also inside the folder I can give it another folder. I will give it another folder, and then I'll create another folder actually. So I will name it lesson 1. This is a lesson 1 of my tutorials. This is actually my very first video. So guys, if you are watching, thank you so much. I just open in that folder, and then I'll click OK. No, I'll open it. So here is the name, video editing tutorial. That's our project. That's our project name. Location, we are saving it here, but on desktop. In the folder of tutorials, and then lesson 1 folder. All right. So if you have here, you have general. These are the settings. Okay. You have general, scratch disks, in your settings. Just forget about this. But on the general, and then video, display format, time code, or the sample. Just leave it. Okay. Just leave it. Just click OK. When you click OK, and then your Adobe Premiere is gonna open. Your project is gonna open. This is it. This is it. Actually, I customized my workspace, so I think I should leave it to the default settings. And reset to saved layout, new workspace. Let me just go to editing. I think it's gonna set it back. Yeah. So this is how it is. All right, guys. So this is where you import your media, your media files. This is where you import your photos, your videos, and then your audio. All right. You can also organize your videos in here. All right. So if I can select, you can see the case I get changed to, I don't know what that is, but I can drag this. I can drag up to here. I can drag. You see, I can drag up to here. So what is this panel? This is where you import your videos. This is where you import your videos, and it's a bin actually. All right. So you import all your video clips, all the images, all the media that you want. You have a logo. You want to include the logo. This is where you import your stuff. All right. So this is the list icon. If you want your clips to be list view, It's self-explanatory. Icon view, the larger view. What is this? Freeform view. Freeform view. You can play around with this, but basically that's it. And then you have this. This is called new bin. It's actually a folder. How you can create a folder and then you import your clips in there. Just for organizing purpose, you're going to organize your clips. That's how you do it. So you create a folder and then you can create a folder of, okay, let's do that. Let's just create a folder. All right, I'll create a folder and then I'll name this folder my media. Okay. I can also create another folder, or I can right click and then duplicate the folder. I can duplicate the folder. You can see it has copied media, copy all. Why am I doing this? I want to organize my clips, okay? So I will name this one audio. It's very important, guys, to organize your stuff because you don't want to get lost, or you need to know where you can find so and so. Okay. This is my audio, and then what? And then I can also duplicate this one and give it a name to graphics. This is where I can import all of my graphics. That is a logo, actually. Logo, if you have some maybe you created text, PNG text in Adobe Photoshop, all of that, you can import the graphics in here. All right. So, when I say graphics, I mean anything graphical. So you can add all your stuff, logo. I think I mentioned about that. So, okay, all right. So, what do you do here? So you have your media, graphics, and audio. So let's import your audio. Actually, what can I do? All right, I'll select it, and then I'll click, and then I'll select import. I'll select my audio. I can select this audio and then I'll import it. All right. So if I drop it down, you can see I have my audio in here. I'll leave it like that, and then I'll go to my graphics. What do I want to do? I want to import my logo. I will import my logo in the graphics. I'll click and then I'll select import. All right. So I'll go and where is my logo? I lost some of my stuff, so I think I created my logo, but just in a way I pressed it. So if I go here, where can I find my logo? Oh, that's really bad. Oh, it's bad. Come here. Let's see. I think I have it here. Logo, Iris logo. Okay. So I can drop my logo here. So I have it in here. Here's my logo. It's in PNG form. So just to tell you guys, I lost my medias back then. My PC crashed, so I lost all the stuff. That's why I imported. That's why, yeah, that's what happened. I lost my files. So, and then the ones that I backed up, I decided to import them, to upload them on YouTube, so I can have them. So whenever I want them, I just go and download them on YouTube. That's when I noticed that you guys are viewing my videos. So I'm like, oh man, these guys are like it. So yeah, this is why I'm here, guys. So subscribe, hit the notification button so you get it for every time I post a new video. I keep saying this because I was so excited about the subscriptions. So yeah, just do that. All right, media. So in media, I want to import all of my media that I want to work on. So I can click and then I'll go import, and then I'll select whatever I want and then I'll open it. But I want to show you another way of putting your stuff in here. I can drop it down, so it's empty actually. So I can select it. I can just go to my media files, and then I think this is it. Why should I work? I'll just click and then open file location, and then I'll just select my media. I want to use which ones should I use? All right. Should I use this one? Okay, I'll select my media. I can use this. I can drag this one and drop it in my media folder, and then I also go back and then look for another one, the clip that I can use. Alright guys, so basically that's what I've done. I've managed to select the audio, choose the audio, and then my graphics that I want to use in my video, and then the media that I want to use. All right. So what do you do? So I'll close this one down. So these are the tools. This is selection tool, the track selected forward tool, and then you have this, and then you have a laser tool. That's one that I use most. I use most the selection tool and the laser tool, and then the pen tool is for sharps and the likes, and then there is type 2. This way you want to work on text, you want to add text to your video. So I just drag this one just to customize my timeline. So it says drop here to create sequence. So this is where you do all the actual editing. This is where you do the editing. You have imported all the stuff, and then you drag them here. This is where all the actual work is done in the timeline. All right, you cut where you do all the cuttings, you cut, remove clips, all of that. This is where you mix your clips. It's in the timeline. All right, guys. So let's go in. Let's keep going. All right. So yeah. So this is where you do all the actual editing, and then this is the program monitor. This is where you see. This is where you preview now. When you start working, this is where you preview. All right. This is where you preview your videos as you are working on. All right. And then we have the source. Source here. This panel. This panel is called source. This is where you can select. Actually, you know, there are some parts that you don't want in your video, so this is where the actual thing is done. In the source, you select the part that you want, you press I for in point, and then O for out point, and then you just grab the part that you want, and then you import it in your timeline. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I will show you that. And then we have effect controls. What do you do in the effect controls? Effect controls, that's where you actually, this is where you edit your effects, like how you manage your effects. You want to tweak the animation, you want to do that. This way you control it. It's self-explanatory. It's self-explanatory. It's explaining itself, guys. Sorry, I'm bad at English, man. But it's self-explanatory. It's effect controls. That's how you do it. It controls your effects. All right. Audio mixer. This is where you can tweak the audio levels and stuff. But I'm not really an audio guy, but I don't really work much on audio, but we're going to get into that. It's just mixing. You mix audio. What next do I do, man? Whew, metadata. Let's just leave about it. This is just about information about your stuff, all right? So basically what I work here, I want to use the source and then the effect controls, because that's where my work is done a lot. So basically that's it. This is where you import your media. This is where you drag and create your sequences. The timeline, it's where you do all the actual editing. And the source, that's where you do it. I make sure about that. And then the program, so where you preview what you're working on. It's called the program. Actually, I should put it program monitor. It's a monitor. All right, guys. So what do you do next? And then you're like, Pete, what are these? What are these? Learning, assembly, editing, color. What are these? All right, guys, these are just the panels that help you to work on. I think so. What should I say about that? But basically, you don't really need to get messed up with this stuff. But this panel, it's where we are, the editing mode. If I come here, I am in the color mode. All right, that's where you do the color grading. When you want to color grade your clips, you come here, you color grade, and then you export. All right, effects. Adobe Premiere comes with presets. These are effects that are built in Adobe Premiere. All right, so you type your text, you can drag a preset, already made effect, and then you drop it on your text, and then your text animates. It animates the way the things are. So like default settings, the default stuff. I mean, I don't know, presets. You're going to learn about that soon. But I don't know, explanation, it's so hard to explain, man. Audio. I talked about that. You want to work with all your labels. You have the stuff here that can link you to the internet. You can download sound effects and all the stuff. Graphics, when I want to add text, I come to graphics. And then because graphics allows me to manipulate my text. It allows me to give it animation. It allows me to, also add already made graphics like text. You can create a text, you save it as a template, It's as a template. Okay, that's it, guys. Libraries, the workspace. What is the workspace? I made this one. This one is a customized workspace. All right, I customized one. You can see it's changed, the outlook or the Premiere has changed. I made this one because I want to keep myself simple when editing. You're going to understand that one later. But let's go back to editing mode, because this is how your Premiere is going to look once you open it in the first time. All right, guys. So let's get started. What do I do? What do I do? What is that, man? All right, guys. So I start with Adobe. I start with importing an audio. That's, I think, my audio guides me. It guides me what I want to put in. It guides me. You understand? It guides me. All right. So what do? I'll select my audio. I can drag it in my timeline and drop. This is my audio. I make sure about this guy, the program monitor. It's black. My audio can be playing. It's not showing because it's audio, man. It's audio. But if I pressed a video, the video will be seen here. All right. Let's try to do that. I'll close down my audio. I can open my video. I'll drag it and drop here. Okay. I'll drag and drop it here. Now you can see the video. So you see, I was right. This is my monitor. This is where you preview your stuff, guys. All right. So I'll delete it because I just wanted to show you that, guys. But basically, that's it. So let's get started. I'll come here. I'll switch from list to icon. So I want to be saved. All right, guys. All right, guys. Okay, so I'll open my media folder, and then this is what I have. All right. So this is just a short video. I just want to show you guys how to edit videos in Adobe Premiere, and then I'll show you how to add the text and then export, save it, and then we are going to get into the pro version. Not today. But basically, that's it. So I want to start with my fish eye angles. Fish eye angles. All right. So what do we have here? We have, I'm running short of time, guys. I need to make this one 30 minutes or so. Okay, guys. So fast, quick. If I double click this, it will show in the source. If I come here, it's effect controls, all right? But it's here, source. So just like I said, the source, that's where you are able to select the actual part that you want to work on, okay? So I have my source here. My video looks ugly, but if I interpolate it to 25 frames per second, it will slow down. Actually, I will make it slower down my clip so that it can be smooth. All right, guys. So how do you slow it down? I'll not do it like the normal way, but I shot my video in a way that when I do that, when I interpolate the filament, it will slow down. It will be cinematic and stuff. So what I want to do here, it's none of your concern, because I'll do, it's a pro version. So I'm gonna talk about that in the next video, like how do you shoot, how do you choose frame rate when you're shooting. So basically, yeah, I'll talk about that later. But this one is slow. I need to make this one slow. So I'll like click and then modify interbred footage. You don't need to be worried about this. 25. Okay. Oh, enter. So my clip will slow down. You see, it will slow down. So I want to take this part up to, I'll show you, but if I press I, it will select where I want my video to start, all right? And then I'll move a little bit, I'll end somewhere here. I'll press O for out. So you can see I have this part selected, okay? So I can drag this and drop it in my timeline. Now you can see, I talked about that. You can see, so if I play the video, okay. Okay, so tip number 1, you don't want to make your video long. I mean, not necessarily the whole video, but you don't want your clip to be too long because it gets boring. People don't want to be seeing that one. Feel like, man, we're seeing the same clip for like 2 minutes. Really? Okay, so you want to make it small, all right? So I'll cut from there. What I've just done, I'll hit Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, just to, is in another words, undo. Okay? So if I select here, you can see the lead thing, my case has turned into that stuff. I go to the end like that, and then I'll place and hold and drag it there. I have just deleted that part, guys. I'll go back, and then let's try the laser tool. How do you cut a video? How do you remove that one P in Adobe Premiere? If I press C, and then I'll press, if I press C, it'll come my laser tool. All right, and you're like, let's shortcut, man. Let's do it the normal way. Okay, I'll go back to V. How do you cut your clip? I can come to my tools here. So I have this. This is called laser tool, or C. I can select this one and come here and press cut. I have chopped that one. So I'll select V, and then I'll select this guy and then hit delete. So I have deleted my video. All right. So if I pray, okay. So, all right. So basically that's what I want. If I press plus button, what I'm doing, guys, I am zooming in. Is that zooming in? Yes, I am zooming. I am zooming in. All right. Okay, so that's a tip. You also need to cut to the beat. It's very important, guys, to cut to the beat. That's very important. You need to make sure that when you're editing a video, you need to cut to the beat. Unless when you become a pro and then you understand you want to do it yourself, your own way, because videography, it's all about like video editing. It's like art. Art is subjective, so you can do it the way you want. Don't let anyone miss something. Alright, you guys. Do it your way. Okay. All right. So here I want another clip. So this is outside, it's a location. If I used a drone footage, it's very important that you show the establishing shot, like where the thing is happening. All right. So I did not use a drone, but I had that one, that clip. I took that one out. So that's why you are seeing a tree, guys. You cannot have a tree in the house or in the hotel. All right. So I shot that one outside. So I'll use that clip as an establishing shot. Okay, but that's gonna be an establishing shot, guys. You need to find another one. All right. So yeah, I can use that one as an establishing shot. So number 2, let's go inside the hotel. What should we show inside the hotel? Now we are at the hotel. What is really happening here? So I want to get a similar shot that looks like the same, like this is the fisheye angle, guys. So I look for another clip that looks like the same. So if I select this and double click and let it show in the monitor, in the source file, I can use this clip because it looks the same. It's like bottom, top down. No, it's the other way around. All right. So I'll click and then I'll modify. You cannot modify another clip, guys. Okay, because mine I shot it in 60 frames per second. 60 frames per second. It's 59.9401. You are like 60 frames p. Is that 60? All right, guys. Now you want it. It's 59.9401. All right, but I'll call it 60 anyway. Okay, so I'll assume it's 25. I am assuming it's 25 because I want it to slow down. All right. I just did half down, guys. Okay. I'll press I for in point. Let it go. Or for out point. And then I'll drag this one and drop it here. I'll select this part, this gap, right click and press leap or delete. Leap or delete, I was just deleting the space, guys. I was deleting the space. It was all about that space. All right, guys. So, yeah. All right, guys. So I'm running out of time. I think it's, all right, let's go. So just like I said, I don't want my clip to be too long. It's boring to see the same clip that's too long. All right. So of course I can use another trick. How can I use it? Okay, there. I can just. Okay. What should I do here? My clip is too long. It's too long, but I think it's smart. I think I love the clip, so I can just be short just like that. So I'll use another trick. I'll select C, or I'll go to, or I'll select laser 2, and then I press here, V. I can scale this one out. I can scale it. Now, how do you scale it up? I want to scale it. Okay, I want to zoom it, guys. I want to zoom it in so you can show that it's a different clip. I don't know, but you're just trying to be creative here. But basically that's it. We are editing a video, guys. So I'll come here. This one is source. I can go to effect controls. Effect controls, that's where I can do my effect. You see, I just mentioned about scaling it up, zooming it. How can I do that? I need to control that. It's an effect. Control that scale or effect. I don't know if you guys can understand. So I need to select it. Select it so you can see all these properties. There is a motion. You have position, and then you have these numbers here. If I tweak these numbers. Okay, so what I've done, I've just selected it, and then I'm moving my mouse horizontally. And then if you can see the clip here, you see what's happening? I'm actually moving the clip. But I don't want to mess around with this. So I'll go here, and then this is an undo, reset parameter. I'll just undo, all right? But I mentioned about scaling. I want to scale it up. So if I come here and scale, and then scale it up, leave it at 120 I have there, but no, I'm clipping down my shoe. All right, so I can just leave it maybe at 105, or I can just enter 110. I'll select it just like that. So if you see this, you see what has happened? I'll just scale it down, man. No, but basically that's it. Okay, I just showed you guys how to work with effect controls, but basically I'll not do that because I still think the clip is too boring. So I just delete and then look for another clip. So I not necessarily deleting the whole clip, but I mentioned about it. I mentioned it being too long, so you don't want it to be too long. Okay. All right. So if I press shift, it's snapping. You can see what's happening. I'm snapping actually. I've pressed shift. Okay. Yeah. All right. So what next? Do we have another clip? We want to introduce the bride. Introduce the bride P with the same angle. I think I have it here. So if I double click here, I have my beautiful bride here. Okay. All right. So I'll click and then go to modify, interpret footage, 25 frames per second. I'll select it and then I'll hit OK. So I want to select where I want to find where she's looking at me, and then she's looking nice and I think here I can press I for in point. There, I can grab this clip So guys, if I grab this, I'm dragging the video only, okay? I think I mentioned about that. I'm dragging the video only, all right? Yeah, so I'll select this clip and then I'll drag it here. Because I want to take clips that are a bit similar, guys. All of these are fisheye angles. I don't know, man. But yeah, it's a fisheye angle. So it's very important that you take clips. Just like I say, it's very important to take clips that are of similar categories, and then you when you're editing, bring them together. All right. So let's go. Yeah. Okay. I'll cut right there, and then I'll select it, press C, and then select it, cut, press V, select this one, press delete. I'll Control S just to save my project. What else? Let's see what we have. What is it? And then I can, so I'm introducing my bride, guys, and then I'll go here, and then I'll select this clip. I'll do the same thing. I'll click, and then I'll go to modify, interpret footage. 25. I mentioned about ISO bit. I'm not going to talk to you guys again because we're going to get into that in details in the next video as we are working on the basics of camera. You cannot wait for that one because I want you guys to actually, yeah, I'll show you that. I'm gonna get into that. Maybe I understand that right now people are using phones to create TikTok videos and YouTube videos. But let's say you have bought your first camera and then you want to go it professional. All right. So that's how you really need to get into that one to see that video about camera basics. So in that section, I'm going to be telling you guys the basics of a camera. So I'm going to do that in the next video. So make sure you click subscribe and then you hit the notification button so you get notified. Make sure you click the subscribe button and then you click the notification button so you can get notification every time I post a new video right here. So you don't want to miss that video. So be on the lookout, guys. It's coming soon. All right. So let's go. I think she was smiling at some point because I told them, can you smile a little bit? So she did that. I think that's, yeah, there. So I'm gonna press my eye and then I'll move a little bit and then I'll select my out point. Then I'll drag this video into my timeline. Yeah, if I can move this guy, if I can, I'm actually zooming out. Okay, just like I said, I don't want it to be too long. But at least I want to see some movements. So I'll drag in here, and then I can drag it down here. I can just select here and then like click report delete. All right, baby. All right, guys. So that's it. Now let's go outside. We are taking out the bride outside and then we're going to get into the groom as well. All right, so I'll select this one, right click, go to, okay, no. Right click, modify, interpret footage, 25 frames. Okay, I think I like that part. Press I. What is she doing? Oh, I think she made this slight movement. I think I like that one. Drag and drop it here. Okay, and drag this one. I want to be seeing my screen clearly. No, I need to get to. Oh, I think I like that one. right. Okay, I'll drag it as well. I'll press shift to snapping. And then I'll get this one. Right click, 29 frames and 25 now. Enter. So I need to get this section. I think it's slide on point, so in point. Oh, man, I'm kidding with your legs. All right, in point, out point, drag and drop it, report delete. So this is it. This is actually what we're doing, guys. This is what you do in the timeline. You own and edit. This is why you do the actual editing. So you cut, this is where you cut, this is where you add your effects, all those stuff, all right? So I use cut by just dragging or using a laser tool. So that's what's happening. But yeah, right. Okay, just like that. Control S to save. I don't want to lose my project. So yeah, I think we have made it before crepes. Now I need to get the blind, the grooms crepes. Where is the groom? Where is the groom, man? I focus mainly on the bride. I mean, nothing happens at the wedding without the bride, right? So make sure you don't lose the bride. Make sure you don't lose the bride. I got that one for power back. All right, so let's get the guy. In point, out point. Yeah, that's what I want. I'll drag it and drop it here. Right click, report delete, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm looking for the beat. I want the beat to cross the grasses, right? So basically, guys, that's how you edit a video in Adobe Premiere. Yes, that's all that I wanted to show you guys, but there's really a lot that we need to talk about. We need to talk about how to shoot, how to get started with the basics of a camera, because you really need to know how to shoot professionally, all right? Maybe you've just gotten your new camera and just don't know how to use it. We're going to have videos about that. We're going to have videos about that, how to shoot, how to work with the settings in your camera. So basically, I don't know, man. I don't know how the video was like, but you know, it's my first time and I was just so excited that you like my videos, and I just thought maybe I can help you guys. Because I do understand that you guys are creating content. You're creating content on Instagram, you're creating content on TikTok, but you just don't know how to edit your videos professionally. You just don't know how to tweak, guys. How do guys do those, you know, creative and stuff. All right, guys. I think I'm out of words right now. I don't want to talk a lot, because if I talk a lot, I keep messing up, and it's bad. So yes, guys, until next time, see you. I have been your host. Oh, this is bad.